1, 0.
There's nothing for us to be concerned about.
To the bunker now! Now!
There's nothing for us to be concerned about.
We are the masters of the earth.
Prepare for maximum extermination!
There's nothing for us to be concerned about.
Is now under the control of the Daleks. Surrender!
There's nothing for us to be concerned about.
Welcome everybody to the Dobsonian Power Live! Bam, 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 and bam! We have new pictures from NASA of 3i Atlas breaking news, in addition to the bluer color that it just showed, and we talked about that yesterday. But today we have another breaking news, that is that it accelerated on the Perihelion. Super 100% confirmed. Breaking news! You can't complain in the comments of the live stream. I don't mind. Yeah, I know. Stop crying. Thank you, Jack Pierce, for your super chat.
Super shot!
For all the amazing work you do. Happy Halloween! Happy Halloween! Happy Halloween! Happy Halloween! Okay. Now that you appreciated all this beauty piece of art, first evidence for a non-gravitational acceleration. What is a non-gravitational acceleration? Without understanding this, we can't move on. So far, what we had until now was a non-gravitational movement of 3i Atlas. That means we didn't have any non-gravitational resetting. So far, and until now, until today, we didn't have any gravitational movement. Need to reset. Man, it's lack of sleep. First evidence of a non-gravitational acceleration. We never had this. Non-gravitational means that the object is moving, accelerating or not, without gravity. Right? Gravity is what makes it move there around the sun. It's and the planets, when they get closer, objects get influenced by the gravity. And reaching the perihelion, the closest approach to the sun, these objects tend to accelerate. Any object tend to accelerate. That's a regular and very usual, very common acceleration pre-perihelion from the gravity. it pulls as the object comes to the mass of the sun that is
the King Sun.
right? Easy peasy. Then they pass the perihelion and they tend to gradually decelerate. Coming back in time, it takes time, but gradually coming back to the speed that they had before. So it's like, boom, you know? They come back to the same. Saluti, saluti, grazie.
Super shot.
Thank you, Ice Sky, for becoming a super explorer. You are a super explorer. And David for gifting 5 Dobsonian Power memberships. 5. Thank you so much. So easy peasy, no? It pulls, it passes, it slows down again, come back. So that's a natural thing. That's nothing unusual, and we didn't see any change of that on 3i Atlas until now. Now, someone that I will show you here, very professional on this matter, a scientist, found that it accelerated without the interference of the gravity. And it was right on Perihelion, that closest approach. So it's something new. I think now I got it. Thank you, Michelle, for the super shot.
Super shot.
I even gave you the example of a mountain. You go running down a cliff, you gain speed, and then at the bottom it kind of breaks, right? And then you start coming up and slowly